He asked Governor Fubara not to approve any fund above 50 million naira without his express approval, according to Ikuli. Can you imagine? So is that exactly what Wike did? I'm sure it was good that this Fubara decided to fight to free himself from this power, because you can't tell, he's the governor for crying out loud, and he's the man in charge of the River State accounts. So why will you tell him how much he should approve and how much he needs your approval for? No, now. I know that Wike is a dictator and an emperor. So for Fubara to decide to fight, I'm sure he was almost being choked and couldn't help it. He needed to do something to help himself. Okay? But let's get into the detail to see what Ikule is trying to say. He asked Governor Fubara not to approve any fund above 50 million without his express approval. Wow. So in an interview with Vanguard, Wisdom Onyekpa Ikuli, the executive director of the Center for Peace Advocacy and Social Rehabilitation, CPASR, and the national president of the Niger Delta Non-Violence Agitators Forum, NDNAF, discussed the origins of the dire political situation in Rivers State, its ramifications, and a potential solution. So while he was talking, he said that it is worthy to note that what is happening in Rivers State right now is not new, and it has been happening some years ago. While revealing on one of the things causing issues between Governor Sim Fubara and Nyesom Wike, he alleged that Wike told Fubara not to approve any money above 50 million naira. Can you imagine? So he said he asked Governor Fubara not to approve any fund above 50 million naira without his express approval. He is the one that uses the two state-owned private jets that are always parked at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The governor seeks his approval before using any of the jets and are fueled and maintained with the River State taxpayers' money. Can you imagine? So no wonder somebody is asking, okay, what is River State-owned jet doing at Abuja? Why not in River State? And it's being paid by River State or paid for using the River State money. That is a big question. So why will Wike set up that kind of thing? Everybody knows that what Fubara is doing is just fighting for air to breathe. Okay? Wike is choking that guy. Wike is obviously choking that guy and does not want that guy to be free. That is why he's doing what he's doing. But it's a very terrible one. It's a very bad one, I must tell you the truth. Because you cannot choke somebody to that level. Just because you made him governor or he became governor under you, the next thing is you begin to set boundaries for him. He's the chief security officer of the state, for crying out loud. He's the executive governor of the state, for crying out loud. So you don't have to limit his boundaries because you brought him to power. No, Wike is obviously a dictator. Wike is a dictator. And thank God we are seeing his character. This person is not fit to be a Nigerian governor, a Nigerian president. Because if it's a Nigerian president, it's going to be worse than what is his name, Idi Amin of Uganda. It's going to be worse than Idi Amin Dada. So we cannot, have the country in the hand of people like Wike. No wonder is behaving as an emperor, even as a FCT minister. He's also behaving as an emperor. He was an emperor when he was a governor. So that's bad. Frankly speaking, that is bad. There are a few comments here. Let's see what people are saying. Okay. Some say, had it been that Tinubu was this weak, he would have bowed to Obasanjo. But today, with all intimidation, Tinubu is a great politician now. Fubara should fight till the last day. If he succeeds, he succeeds. If he fails honorably. Exactly. Yes, too many stories. If he succeeds, he succeeds. If he fails, he fails. So he has to fight to get air to breathe. Thus, everyone who seeks to benefit personally from the crisis now seems to be churning out lies. Otherwise, this man should show proven evidence that Wike made such decree. It would have been a bit believable if this man had alleged that Wike demanded that his approval be sought for 5 billion and above. This could have made some sense, but mere 50 million peg for approval doesn't make sense. Baboons will be glad to buy into this narrative. Someone saying Wike may be right from his own perception, yet Fubara is more right, but revolution will make the difference. What does that mean? You mean a sitting governor not to sign 50 million naira without Wike approval? That is not true. If this is true, then Governor Fubara and the entire River State are in slavery with Wike as the strong slave master. That is it. There's nothing Wike cannot do. I know that it's difficult to believe, but Wike, with his dictatorial tendencies, nobody knows his bounds. That is it. It is not about Fubara. This is about the common citizens of River State. How can one man be controlling the whole resources of a state? What a shame. That is actually the point. He's controlling a lot of things in that state. Whether the stories are true or not true, the bottom line summary is that Wike is controlling a lot of things in that state. There are a lot of things in that state he doesn't want to let go. And that is why probably he brought Fubara to use Fubara as a puppet to still remain the governor of that state in proxy. But unfortunately, it's backfiring. It's not working the way he planned it to work. And that is why, with the way things are, he needs to let the people of River State be. And people will not agree. Somebody saying, this is wicked, fraudulent, aggressive agreement aimed at humiliating Fubara, the clownish puppet. Is this true, unbelievable, and absurd? This is madness, Mr. President. Your judgment was partial. Very bad. Abi? What a human hell. That is what somebody else is saying there. So Governor Fubara is a zombie governor, serving Wike's interest. Else Wike will throw him out. Very unimaginable, funny things are happening in Nigeria. I tell you, these people are the ones creating problem in River State. Story plenty. Not a small thing. Story plenty. So the question is it true? And if it is true, how can that be? Okay? Wike need to be tamed. That is the right word. Wike need to be tamed. Wike need to be tamed. His own is getting out of hand, I tell you the truth. So Ikuli Onyekwa cannot just come out and be talking anyhow, looking at his position. There must be something. 2 private jets belonging to the state are parked at Abuja. You are telling the governor not to approve anything above 50 million without your consent. What does that mean? Is it now a personal? Is River State now a personal company? No. Let it be a lie, I pray. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.